the first time Puccini is dealing with myth. If we think of his other operas, Bohème, Butterfly, Tosca, we have real people, real emotions, real ideas, love, pain, hate, jealousy. But Turandot is a completely different thing. Turandot is a kind of mythical virago-like creature. She is cruel, she is heartless. She's the quintessential opposite of every other Puccini heroine. She is mercilessly savage. She is also, even though utterly cold, so beautiful that a mere portrait of her will inspire in others that overwhelming love which she so scorns and denies in herself. The subject that so inspired Puccini has its basis in some of the great symbols and ideas that have been common to myths, fables, and legends since time immemorial. The virgin princess who condemns her unsuccessful wooers to death, the trial by 3 riddles for life and for death, the foreigner who comes in, solves the riddles, and then riposts with one of his own, and finally, and most importantly, the thawing of the icy heart by fiery love. Marvelously evocative. It's familiar, but very different. And again, it uses the same idea of 2 chords a semitone apart to create this incredible world. But later on, Puccini does this. So here he uses the same idea, 2 chords separated by a semitone, but instead of playing them on top of each other, he plays them next to each other. And when we do finally return home, it's just incredible. Now, it's impossible, of course, to talk about Turandot without mentioning Nessun Dorma, possibly the most famous aria ever written. For me, it's his masterpiece. In scope, it's grander than anything he had written before. It challenged him in terms of composition, in terms of orchestration, and in terms of drama. And for us, the audience, it is an incredible night in the theatre.